I don't think people understand how critical it is for the U.S. Army to be a learning organization. Instead of a traditional slide deck, we've created this engaging infographic-style video because we believe learning should never be boring. Just like the Army, we adapt and innovate. So, why are we here today? We're exploring a critical question that affects every soldier, leader, and future operation. Is the U.S. Army truly a learning organization? The Army is one of the world's most respected institutions, known for its discipline, operational success, and battlefield dominance. But in an era where modern warfare demands adaptability, critical thinking, and rapid innovation, being strong isn't enough. We must also be smart. Peter Senge, 2006, introduced the concept of a learning organization, built around 5 core disciplines that enable organizations to continuously improve, adapt, and grow. So our mission today is to evaluate the U.S. Army through Senge's framework and ask ourselves, are we truly building an army that learns and grows with every challenge? Let's begin. The first discipline is systems thinking, the foundation of a learning organization. Systems thinking is about seeing the big picture, understanding that every decision, every action has ripple effects across the entire system. In the Army, this couldn't be more true. Consider a field exercise. A delay in fuel delivery doesn't just affect logistics. It halts vehicle movements, disrupts training, lowers morale, and ultimately impacts readiness. Everything is connected. But despite this understanding, silo mentality remains a challenge. Units often operate in isolation. Supply works on supply. Operations works on operations without cross-communication. Opportunity for improvement. Embedding systems thinking into PME and leadership courses can help future leaders see beyond their section, developing strategies that account for the interconnectedness of Army operations. The second discipline is personal mastery, the pursuit of continuous growth and self-improvement. The Army encourages this through PME, self-development programs, and leadership courses. As a senior leader, I've seen soldiers transform through these opportunities, becoming more confident, capable, and ready for greater responsibility. But there's a barrier: operational tempo. The Army's fast-paced environment often pushes personal growth aside. Leaders struggle to balance mission demands with professional development. What's the solution? Commanders must normalize growth as part of readiness, empowering soldiers to seek development without feeling it's extra work. When soldiers grow, the Army grows. The third discipline is mental models, the assumptions and beliefs that shape how we think and act. Tradition is powerful in the Army, but it can also hold us back. We've all heard it. That's the way we've always done it. This mindset can stifle innovation and prevent us from adapting to new challenges. A young NCO with a fresh idea may hesitate to speak up, fearing rejection. But when good ideas are dismissed, we all lose. What's the solution? Leaders must encourage open dialogue, creating a culture where innovation is not a risk but an expectation. The fourth discipline is shared vision, a unifying purpose that drives every soldier, every unit, every mission. The Army's stated vision is clear: readiness, modernization, leadership excellence. But is this vision truly shared across all ranks? Does the specialist turning wrenches see his work as part of that vision? Often, the gap between senior leadership and junior soldiers is real. Leaders see the big picture, but soldiers often see the grind. Closing this gap requires leaders to communicate the why behind every mission. Every formation, every counseling session should reinforce how each soldier's role contributes to the Army's future. Finally, the fifth discipline is team learning, the ability to learn and grow together as a unit. The Army does this well through after-action reviews, AARs, where teams reflect on performance and identify improvements. But rank can stifle honesty. A junior soldier might notice an issue but fear speaking up in front of senior leaders. This limits our growth. The key is psychological safety. Leaders must create environments where all voices are valued, regardless of rank. When soldiers know their input matters, the team becomes unstoppable. So what's the verdict? The Army excels in training, adaptability, and operational success, but we still struggle with long-term learning, cross-unit collaboration, and creating a truly open learning culture. We are on the path, but we are not there yet. Becoming a learning organization is not a destination, it's a journey. Every soldier, every leader, every unit plays a role. Systems thinking, personal mastery, innovation, shared vision, and team learning must be embedded in everything we do. Because when the Army learns together, we win together. While the Army has made strides toward becoming a learning organization, several barriers still stand in the way. Let's take a closer look at 3 key challenges. Cultural resistance to change. The Army is built on tradition, structure, and order. These qualities are essential for battlefield success, but they can also create resistance to change. Operational demands versus long-term learning. The Army's operational demands leave little time for reflection or growth. Finally, fear. Mistakes in the military can have severe consequences. This pressure sometimes creates a culture where admitting errors is viewed as weakness, rather than an opportunity to learn. So, how do we break through these barriers? Peter Senge offers 3 strategies that can help the Army strengthen its learning culture. The first strategy, learning should not be separate from work. It should be part of it. Mini AARs are a great example. Instead of waiting until the end of a major exercise, leaders can build brief reflection moments into daily operations. 5 minutes after a convoy, maintenance task, or drill, asking the team, what went well? What can we improve? The second strategy, connect teams across units and specialties. Right now, many Army units operate in silos. Supply handles supply, operations handles operations. But our best solutions often come from collaboration across disciplines. Creating cross-unit learning forums, where leaders from logistics, operations, and training share best practices, can help break down these barriers. Digital platforms can also foster virtual knowledge sharing across installations. The third strategy, train leaders to think beyond their immediate tasks. Too often, junior leaders focus only on their squad or platoon. But decisions at the tactical level ripple across the system. A delayed supply delivery impacts an entire battalion. A poorly trained soldier can jeopardize a mission. Leadership development courses should emphasize systems thinking, teaching soldiers to see the bigger picture. How do we know if we're making progress? Building a learning culture isn't just about intent, it's about results. Here's how we can measure success. First, are soldiers engaging with learning opportunities? PME completion rates, course enrollments, and participation in leadership development can all provide quantitative insights. So, what's the bottom line? Becoming a learning organization is not a checkbox, it's a mindset. It's a culture where every soldier, every leader, is empowered to reflect, improve, and adapt. The future battlefield will not wait. Our enemies are adapting. The question is, are we? The Army that learns together wins together. Let's commit to growth, innovation, and continuous learning, because that's what makes us ready for whatever lies ahead.